Okay, so welcome back to round 3 of this Aether Revolt draft. We're in the all or nothing. Well, we won the die roll, so that's something. We're a bit all or nothing this round. Okay, this hand's entirely reasonable. We've got a 2-drop, potentially a 3-drop. We'll definitely be keeping this. Very decent hand. Let's see how we do this round. All or nothing this round. We either win and walk away with a couple of boosters, or lose and walk away with nothing. So let's keep our fingers crossed. Okay. We're not too displeased with this start. Opponent wishing us good luck. Okay, so would like to see another land next turn. Pretty happy with our hand as is though. We've certainly got time to get that land, but if we could play Scrapper Champion next turn, I'm feeling much better about things. Ideally we want to see land, that would be ideal. Oh wow, it looks like we've got the mirror match here. Salivating Gremlins, okay. That's a thing. Might, if we don't, okay. I think we might want to just play the implement here and pass. We do need to hit that land drop. We didn't hit it there. There was an argument we should have actually fired that implement off there to get our land drop. It probably was the better play, to be honest. If our next two cards are lands, then that's a clear misplay. Okay, our opponent, well, I can crew it this time, but obviously can't crew and swing with it. Yeah, it was definitely a misplay. If our next two cards are lands, then we're going to feel very silly indeed. Okay. Okay, well, that'll learn us. Not ideal. I mean, it doesn't make an awful lot of difference because I think we still would have played Scrapper Champion. I don't think we would have been playing Dawn Feather Eagle, but it would have given us the option, and giving yourself options is what you want in Magic, and it doesn't change the fact it was a misplay. So our opponent plays here. He's going to Chandra's Revolution. Okay. We'll keep our land tapped down. And just poking for 2, I'm guessing. Yeah. I mean, we can Destructive Tamper in a way that Crusher, which might actually be the correct play here. I think actually, if our opponent's running short, I think Revoking Privileges, this Salivating Gremlins, which represents potentially an awful lot of damage, is perhaps the better call here. The fact that our opponent Chandra's Revolution away our Scrapper Champion there perhaps suggests that he's not riding on a lot of gas, but we shall soon see. If our opponent plays a 3-power creature here, then that play looks questionable. He has 6 cards in hand, but he does appear to be stuck on mana. He didn't play a land last turn, and it doesn't look like he's playing one this turn. See what our opponent's doing here. Renegade Wheelsmith, okay. So he will be crewing up and swinging with the, oh no, he's not. Wow, okay, well. Wow, okay, well that's a little bit surprising. I think we definitely want to take this opportunity then to destroy the Crusher while we can. I think that was a mistake from our opponent, I really do. And we will swing. I don't think there's any reason to return anything. We'll just play a Reverie Mechanic as a bear. Okay, opponent hit his land drop. Or her, indeed. Don't want to be sexist up here in this magic chisel. Sleeve Artisan, okay. I'd like to see him play us with the servo ideally, but let's see what he's going to do. Makes a servo, that's fine. Quite happy if our opponent wants to swing here. Which he does. So we will. I think it's potentially worth us continuing playing at lands, just in case our opponent decides not to block the Welder Automaton. Maybe we don't attack with the Welder Automaton for that reason. I mean, it just trades with the Glint-Sleeve Artisan, which doesn't seem great. I think I'd rather attack with the Aether Mechanic and force him to double block and keep up the Welder Automaton pings. So let's do it like that. If our opponent wants to double block here, we're okay with that, I think. We're trading our 2 mana creature for his 3 mana creature, effectively. So that seems fine. He's thinking about it. Chooses not to. We will play out this land because, as I say, being able to do 2 damage every turn with the Welder Automaton could be relevant. I'm going to guess that if the Welder, the Renegade Wheelsmith chooses to attack, he'll force the Dawnfeather Eagle to not block. Okay, plays Mobile Garrison, which is seems reasonable. Pumping up the now revoked Salivating Gremlins. That's what our opponent attacks with, if anything. He does attack. Okay, that's interesting. Let's see what our opponent chooses to force to not block here. Let's see what our opponent stops from blocking here. That'll be interesting. Because if he chooses not to do the Dawnfeather Eagle, that would kind of telegraph a trick of some description. Okay, it is the Aether Mechanic. Okay, so that does kind of suggest a trick. I think we might have to block here, unfortunately. Yeah, I feel I'm a little bit annoyed about this play, but unfortunately I think we do have to block. I was hoping to use the Welder Automaton. I mean, we could wait another turn, but that does seem risky. I think I would rather trade like this. This does suggest our opponent has a trick, but we shall see. He doesn't. Wow, okay. Kind of surprised at that play with that in mind. Okay, so we'd potentially be hitting our opponent for, okay, can crew vehicles, so we're just double checking that. What's this to cost crew? 2 to crew. So we'd be swinging our opponent for potentially for 5 here. I think we just swing. I think our opponent can only hit us for 4. He doesn't appear to have any tricks, so I think we just swing. We can blink this guy and give him vigilance. I mean, this is going to be quite... If our opponent swings with mobile garrison, we potentially have value. We can blink the Dawn Feather Eagle, giving itself vigilance, and it can block the mobile garrison cleanly. And draw a card, obviously. Let's see what our opponent does here. But yeah, if he chooses to attack with mobile garrison, which I suspect he will, bouncing this Dawn Feather Eagle, putting it in the way of the mobile garrison seems strong. Got to presume our opponent doesn't have any tricks here by the time he was willing to trade away his Renegade Wheelsmith there. Could be wrong. Aerial modification. Okay. Fair enough. Opponent probably still swings with everything here. And we eat his glint sleeve artisan. See what he does. Is he going to leave the servo back? He does. So we will blink our Dawn Feather Eagle. Eat our opponent's creature. Audacious Infiltrator. Okay, so unfortunately we have to attack with the Aether mechanic here. Opponent's going to block. We have to keep back the Dawn Feather Eagle to block the mobile garrison. Unfortunately, we're kind of out of options there, so let's attack with the Aether mechanic. See if our opponent blocks, which he does, not unexpectedly. We'll play out our Audacious Infiltrator and pass. We have to block here, unfortunately. A little bit annoying. He swings. We chump because we have no option. We have flooded a little bit here. Is that going to be lethal? I think it is. Yeah, sure. Yeah. Yeah, we didn't quite get there. So we will board in our artifact removal and decommission here. Obviously, is a card we want to bring in. I think we take out the Aether mechanic again. I'm quite unimpressed with it so far. I think decommission is the card we want in here in this place. Yeah, let's go like that and see how we get on. So we're just going to run that back and see how we get on, and we'll go from there. Fingers crossed. But this deck seems pretty... I don't know, I feel like we got off to a poor start there, which didn't help. We were very close that game. We were very, very close. We didn't quite get there. Him killing the early Scrapper champion was very hard for us. And we missed that early land drop too. But we'll play first again and fingers crossed. Okay, we can keep this. The early thriving grubs. We've got decommission in hand too, which could be relevant. Okay, our opponent's mulliganing, which is good. Let's see if he mulligans again, that would be lovely. He's keeping and scrying. We do want to see a plains very soon with this hand, but we've got a couple of draw steps to do that. Early implement of combustion. Okay, so now we really do want to see a plains, where this hand looks bad. Come on, plains. Opponent sees his plains. Is our deck just going to say no here? That would be very disappointing if that were the case. Okay, our opponent doesn't have any action, it would appear. Okay, our deck did say no. We'll make our thriving grubs a 3-2. Pass. That's disappointing. We really need to see a plains here. Opponent hits his land, third land on turn 3, even after the mulligan. We're not so lucky. Scrap Trawler. Be able to get back that implement, potentially. Plains, please. Ha! No. Typical. Okay, well. I don't think we attack here. You can get back the... I don't think we really want to trade here, unfortunately. And that's our only creature, so I think we have to just sit back. Plains, please. Next turn would be lovely. Question is, if we do have plains, what do we play? I guess the Iron League Steed. Is our opponent missed his land drop too? Or he's going to swing. Okay, well, not too displeased with that. Presumably he's about to play something else though, which can chew up the thriving grubs. Opponent hits his land drop. Plains, please. Would be nice. Hey, okay. Okay. I think we just want to play out the Iron League Steed as a 3/3. When Scrap Trawler or another artifact controls put into the graveyard from the battlefield, return to our the lesser converted mana cost. I mean, this is a quite horrible combination here. Our opponent's basically going to trade his Filigree Crawler off for an implement of combustion. I think we want to make this a 3/3. Yeah, I suspected opponent didn't want to trade there. I mean, if we hit another land next turn, with let's see what our opponent does here with the Scrap Crawler. If we hit another land next turn, playing Dawn Feather Eagle and vigilanting our guys seems pretty strong. We have other options with that decommission in hand. Another plains next turn would be lovely, just what the doctor ordered. Opponent swings at both. Okay. And we'll just suck that up. Plains would be lovely here, deck. If you would do that, that would be very nice. See what our opponent does. Let's leave Artisan, okay. Put the counter on. No, too much to ask. We did, we hit. Wow, okay. Never Dawn Feather Eagle plan seems better. And I think at this point I'm willing to trade off the Thriving Grubs for both his creatures. If he has Precise Strike or something like that, leaving up that red does make me a little bit nervous about Precise Strike, but I don't think we can play around that too much. That's an interesting block. Yeah, he is going to trade, okay. Okay. I'm feeling a little bit better about things now. I think we definitely swing with both next time, you know, and hope that our opponent wants to trade something off. Opponent seems to be... okay, well, fair enough. Opponent can still only get in for 3. Gee, elects... do I swing with both? Okay. He wants that... well, he wants the implement back, obviously. I think I'm okay for doing that, actually. I think I'm quite comfortable. If our opponent wants to get his implement back, he can't play it this turn anyway, so he gets to make a 1/1. But I think I'm okay with that. I think I can deal with that trade. We drew into a Plains. So we can decommission the Scrap Trawler here. Well, it can't get anything back. Swing with our Iron League Steed. Play our Audacious Infiltrator. Not quite representing lethal next turn, unfortunately, but I think we're in a better position than our opponent, who is still missing that land. I mean, he can play his implement out this turn, but it's going to take up 2 of his mana to do so. Yeah. Yeah, he's digging. He's looking for that land, but presumably he has nothing in hand that he can cast for the 2 mana he's got available, so well, he hit his red land at least, but he's doing something. Restoration Specialist, sure. We can revoke that. Opponent can obviously sacrifice it then, but okay. I think maybe we just want to trade here. As crazy as that is, it stops him getting anything back. I think we just want to swing with everything, and if he chooses not to block, then we just win on the spot anyway. So I think that's the correct play here. If he doesn't block, we just win. We just flat out win. If he does, then we can play Countless Gears, and yeah, I think that's okay. We play Countless Gears Renegade, making a guy, and Welder Automaton. I think we're okay here now. I think our opponent's going to have something very good to get out of this situation, given that we have the Revolt privileges in hand. I'm still swinging. Okay, well, fair play. Seems a slightly strange position to take given what we have, but okay. Has he got double built to smash? That would be amazing if he has. Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay, well, there we go. Built to smash, invigorated rampage for the win. We lose. Disappointing. But, I mean, I didn't think our deck was that great, but I also didn't think it was that bad, and losing that way is incredibly disappointing. But yeah, we'll see what happens next time, I guess. Thanks for joining me for this draft.